While calculating the returns on your investments, you might have used metrics like CAGR and XIRR. While both are useful tools, they have certain differences in their calculations and application. Understanding these differences can help you make informed decisions about your investment strategies and will help you achieve your financial goals. Most investors get confused as to which parameter should one go for. Why should one measure the return on investment on their mutual fund investment in the first place? To find this out, we have to explore XIRR and CAGR in detail to understand which method is the right way to calculate mutual fund returns. Today, we will be diving into two key metrics used to calculate returns: CAGR and XIRR. What is CAGR? Well, it stands for Compound Annual Growth Rate. It's a useful measure that gives us the mean annual growth rate of an investment over a specified period of time, assuming the profits were reinvested at the end of each year. Let's break it down with an example. Suppose you made an investment of 10,000 rupees and after 5 years it grew to 20,000. Unlike absolute returns, the CAGR wouldn't simply divide the total growth by the initial investment. Rather, it would find the rate at which your 10,000 would need to grow each year, if compounded annually, to reach 20,000 in 5 years. The CAGR can be calculated by using the formula shown. The absolute return in 5 years in this case would be 100%. However, the CAGR would be 20,000 divided by 10,000 to the power 1 by 5 minus 1, making it 14.87%. This means that an investment of 10,000 rupees is growing by 14.87% every year to give 20,000 rupees at the end of 5 years. The beauty of CAGR is that it smooths out the effects of volatility and provides a clearer picture of your investment's performance. Let's dive into XIRR, also known as Extended Internal Rate of Return. It might seem like a daunting term, but it's nothing more than a financial metric that factors in the timing of cash flows into its calculation. XIRR takes into account multiple inflows and outflows made at different intervals. Each of these individual investments has its own rate of return, which is by when you invested your money and when you received returns on it. Let's assume that you invest a sum of 1,000 rupees into a systematic investment plan every month for a span of 2 years. By the end of this 2-year period, you receive a lump sum of 35,000 rupees. To determine the XIRR, you would need the data of your cash flows along with the dates as illustrated. By deploying the XIRR function in Excel, you can calculate the XIRR for this investment. As shown, the XIRR for this investment is approximately 39%. To wrap up, while XIRR might initially seem a bit more intricate, it offers a much more precise representation of your returns, particularly when dealing with irregular investments. The compound growth rate is a valuable tool for assessing investment performance, yet it has limitations. You might have thought of CAGR as a quick way to check returns for investments you plan in different schemes. However, it does not provide an accurate rate of return in the case of multiple investments within a specific tenure. It assumes that your investment is a one-time event and that it grows consistently over time. But we know that's not always the case, especially with mutual funds where you make irregular investments. That's where XIRR comes in handy. XIRR factors in the irregularity of investments. It accounts for the timing and amount of cash flows, making it a more accurate measure for mutual funds. While CAGR can be used to calculate returns from lump sum investment in mutual funds, it is advisable to use XIRR for calculating returns from periodic, non-lump sum investments like SIPs. However, keep in mind that XIRR can be a bit more complex to calculate. It requires more data and understanding of the cash flow timings, but the effort is worth it for a more accurate picture of your returns. So there you have it, 2 key ways to calculate returns on your mutual funds, CAGR and XIRR. It's essential to remember that getting your return calculations right plays a vital role in your investment journey. CAGR, or Compounded Annual Growth Rate, is a simple and straightforward measure. It's perfect for investments that are uniform over time, providing you with an average annual return. On the other hand, XIRR, or Extended Internal Rate of Return, is a bit more complex. It's designed for irregular investments like SIPs, taking into account the timing and amount of cash flows. The key difference lies in their application. Use CAGR when you're dealing with uniform investments and XIRR when your investments are irregular or when you want to consider the timing of your cash flows. Remember, knowing how to calculate your returns is a crucial part of successful investing. So keep crunching those numbers and happy investing. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more such interesting concepts.